Okay, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna So good morning, guys. My name is Edna Painter, and I am a nutrition student at the University of Alabama, and I'm here to give you guys a lesson on fruits and vegetables and how this can help you lose weight, because there's a strong correlation between increasing your fruit and vegetable intake with weight loss. So we're gonna start off by doing a quick icebreaker. And the question is, what is your beverage of choice in the mornings? What do you guys like to drink?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Red Bull.
Red Bull? What kind of tea?
Right now I'm doing red raspberry.
So we've got coffee, Red Bull, tea, anything else?
Water. Thank you for water.
And then how do you guys like your coffee? Is there a certain way that you guys drink it?
With a lot of sugar.
I always get my coffee, I drink my creamer with coffee.
Yeah, that's always very good. Anything else that you guys like to drink that's you can think of, like smoothies or something like that?
Okay.
Celsius,
Celsius, those are good, yeah.
Celsius,
Okay, so
and
we
occasional Dr. Pepper.
Dr.
Yeah.
Pepper. So we've got coffee, Red Bull, tea, water, Celsius, Dr. Pepper. And I would say it's mostly coffee for you guys, right? Yeah, I like to drink coffee too. So that's it for the quick little icebreaker, just to get us talking. And now we're gonna get to the lesson. So the adequate intake of fruits and vegetables for just a regular person generally is 2 cups of fruit and 2 cups of vegetables. And I brought my measuring cups, if you guys would pass it around, just to kind of see and get an idea. So it would be 2 cups of fruit, 2 cups of vegetable per day, generally for a person. And eating just 1 piece of fruit and vegetable can contribute to your daily intake. So think about how 1 piece of orange can fit in there, you know, and that's already your 1 piece of fruit. Your 1 apple, 1 banana, 1 zucchini, 1 bell pepper, 1 tomato. So I know before, when I would think of like these intakes that I need to have, I would think that's really overwhelming, like a cup feels like a lot, but I hope that this can kind of help you guys visualize and see that it's really not that much. You know, it can be a little overwhelming to just try and eat 4, you know, of each fruit and a vegetable. So in this lesson plan, I'm gonna go over how you can complete your intake of just 1 cup of fruit and then 1 cup of vegetable. Then you guys can sort of, you know, taper it and kind of add more as you guys get more comfortable with eating, you know, 1 cup. So, and then also another point I wanted to make, if you guys like salsa, salsa is made up of vegetables. So you've got your onion, your chile, and yes, that can all contribute to your intake. Yes, because I know I put maybe like a 1/4 cup, and that's already adding to your intake, the recommended for the day. So that can kind of help you. Hey, I should add some salsa to this. And a diet rich in vegetables and fruit can lower blood pressure, reduce the risk of heart disease and cancer and other chronic conditions such as obesity, because obesity is listed as one of those. And fruits and vegetables can be consumed in a variety of ways. So there's frozen, canned, dried, and all of those count. So don't think, oh, it has to be fresh. That's not the case.
How about pickled? Does that count?
That counts, yeah, that counts. I mean, there's added sodium.
Yeah,
I
that's
know
my
there's stuff,
question.
and that's something to be mindful of, but it counts. It is a fruit or vegetable like a cucumber. So why do we need to consume these things? So our body needs 6 major components so that it can work properly. We need water, which is, you know, what we're mostly made up of. Water, protein, fat, carbohydrates, and those are in big amounts. And then finally, we've got vitamins and minerals, and those we need in smaller quantities. So fruit is provides a lot of water, so they're mostly water, and it provides some, carbohydrates and vitamins and minerals, which is, we need a lot of those, so. And then, so think of like the daily processes that you do in the day, like you get up from bed, you walk, and then think of the things you don't even think of. You're breathing, your heart is pumping, vitamins and minerals are needed for those metabolic processes, which fruits and vegetables give you, because your body will consume them, you'll mechanically digest, it'll go into your stomach, and then your stomach will break them down into smaller bits and pieces, which then can, go into those metabolic processes that we need for breathing and all those kinds of things. So how can these help us? So they help us to fight off illnesses, to repair tissues from daily wear and tear. Your muscles will constantly need to be building up, because you move every day, you walk every day, and also to grow. As we age, we need to grow, our organs, skin, hair, all of that kind of stuff. So there are 5 major health issues for females in the age ranges of 30 to 55, and those are obesity, hypertension, physical inactivity, smoking, and alcohol use. And the health issue that we're obviously addressing in this lesson is obesity. And obesity is further made worse by not having an adequate intake of fruits and vegetables. And obesity is excessive body fat. So what can this cause in our bodies? It can cause a lot of strain on our joints, and it can just cause an overall decline in the function of our bodies. So think of like when you're struggling to get up from bed, I'm starting to feel that now too, your joints cracking, and then just walking up a flight of stairs, how, obesity can kind of make your heart work a lot harder than it has to. And so the one connection between fruits and vegetables is that it can help manage your weight, and it can also help you feel fuller for longer periods of time, as well as, since fruits and vegetables are lower in calories than other foods, you can eat a bigger volume of them and then feel, more satiated. So because it has more water, more fiber, so those are the components that kind of help you feel fuller. So I'm gonna give you 3 quick statistics, and then we'll get into, our little activity on how we can actually, put this to practice. So in data from the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey from 2020, women have an overall higher prevalence of severe obesity versus men. So, yeah, and Hispanic females have higher rates of obesity than other ethnicities or genders. So we kind of have it harder just because of, our culture and just a bunch of other things, factors. So the recommended daily intake, as I discussed, is 2 fruits, 2 vegetables, the cup. And Hispanics, we consume only 0.78 cups of fruit and 1.3 cups of vegetables per day. So
Not even a whole cup.
yeah, not even a full cup for fruit, and just a little bit less than half for vegetables. So we all want to eat healthier to decrease our chances of developing, these issues, or we are actively trying to manage, if we do have hypertension, we're trying to get better. So let's just go ahead and start with our discussion on fruit and how we can increase our fruit intake for the morning. So I'm going to go ahead and ask what you guys like to eat for breakfast. Is there anything in particular that you guys like to eat?
All the unhealthy stuff.
You can just say
Burrito.
burrito, okay. I'm gonna take 2 more answers and then I'm gonna talk about these things. Oatmeal? So what we're gonna So what we're gonna do is, how can we add a cup of fruit to a burrito? Let's say you eat a burrito. You can eat the burrito, there's nothing wrong with eating a burrito. There's fiber in there, you've got iron in the beans, you've got a lot of things that can help you, it's like your little energy bar. But how can we make it to where you're full and you don't need like 3 of them?
I guess we can have some people like, I don't know. just-
Yeah. Yeah, if you have like little reusable containers, if you like batch make your salsas or ask your mom, hey, mom, make me some salsa, like a big one. And then get like those little single serving ones, bring it with you. I know it's a little extra work, but bring it with you, add a little bit of salsa, dunk it, and that's, anything counts. Yeah, you're adding. Or you can bring a piece of fruit with you, especially the ones that you don't have to like prepare or keep in the fridge. Think of like an orange, an apple, pears. I don't know if you guys like those cold. I don't like them cold, but peaches. Yeah, there's a lot of things that you guys can add to a burrito, so like salsa and stuff. And then for oatmeal, if you're just eating it plain, you can. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of overnight oats.
Crazy.
Yes, so you can add, and it doesn't have to be fresh, you can add frozen fruit to it, and then by the morning, it's already thawed out. So that's another little way, and then for avocado toast, you've already got the aguacate in there, and you can even add more to it if you wanted to, like another piece of fruit, just like this over here, or salsa would be good on avocado toast. That's little quick ways that you can add some stuff to it. And I made you guys a little brochure on breakfast, and you guys can keep this. So it's a example of how you can eat. Or fruit for breakfast. So I'm gonna go over it real quick. So a smoothie with 1 cup of fruit, if you guys have a little mini blender, I don't know if you've seen those like ninja blenders. Yeah, so what I like to do is, I love to explore the frozen section at Walmart. Go there whenever you get a chance, or wherever you guys shop, and check out the frozen section. There's so many different kinds of fruits in there. And since sometimes they sell like family packs, I just buy a family pack of whatever fruit I want. And then what I do is, I grab one of these and I put it in there, that way I know there's a cup in there. Or if you guys are like, cross-contamination and all that, just make sure you have one ready, like by the sink that you can just rinse off. So you just scoop it and then put it in your smoothie, add whatever milk you want. You can choose almond milk, reduced fat milk, whatever kind you want. And then you can add a sweetener to it, again, if you want to. A fruit that I've noticed that I don't really need to add a sweetener is mangoes. Mangoes are really good. They've already got that like sweetness to it. Mango, piñas, peaches, those are really good. So if you guys are interested. And then, like we kind of already talked about the overnight oats. So that you just prep them, add the fruits that you want to it. By the morning, they're already thawed out and they won't hurt your teeth. So you can it's ready to eat. And then yogurt parfait with 1 cup of fruit. You can eat this in the evening. Let's say you're craving like a little late night snack. You can or you can even meal prep this too. Just kind of portion out your yogurt for the day, sprinkle on some fruit. It could be frozen too, and then by the morning it's already thawed out. So that's one. And let me just check to make sure that I'm recording. Yes. So that's for fruit. And then I just wanted to make a little quick note about, you can also eat vegetables for breakfast, like I've already discussed with the burrito, adding some salsa. I know a popular dish is arroz rancheros, so that's also adding a lot of vegetables to it. So the base is tomates, chile tomate, that kind of stuff. So always think a little ways, you can add mushrooms to it. It's a little unconventional, but just add things to it. So now let's talk about lunch. And I've also made this little handout for you guys, and this is for you guys to keep. And the concept that we're gonna talk about for right now is ready to eat items. Does anyone know what that is for convenience items? Yeah. So ready to eat items or convenience items are foods that are ready for you to eat, you know, the word says it itself. So these are items that come in different degrees of preparation. Think of a rotisserie chicken. That one, ready to eat. You can just pull the meat off and you can add it to whatever you guys want to. It's already ready. You don't have to, you know, get the raw chicken, season it, cook it, and spend time doing all that. Sam's has very good, you guys have Sam's membership.
Very cheap.
Yeah, very cheap. And, you know, you can meal prep for the week if you buy one or two. Spend like 20 minutes just trying to debone all the meat, put it in like a little container in a little Ziploc bag. And then as you get hungry for like lunch or dinner, just grab a little bit, add some salsa, add, you know, something else that can help you, like a convenience item. And then there you go, there's your lunch or your dinner. So that's what a convenience item is. Let me just go over this little handout I made for you guys. So what I have on the handout is 3 possible protein items that are ready to eat. So we talked about the rotisserie chicken. We've also got tuna cans. Tuna cans are ready to eat. You do have to drain it and then, you know, open the can up. It's ready. Yeah, or the pouch. Yeah, that's perfect. And then I don't know if you guys have seen like in the deli area of Walmart, there's like a carnitas, all different kinds of, you know, meats that are ready to eat. They're a little more expensive, but that's what you're paying for. It's a convenient item. It's ready to eat. So, for a carb, we have minute rice. I don't know if you guys have seen those in the, yeah. So there's all different kinds too. There's like wild rice, quinoa, all that kind of stuff. And you just gotta put it in the microwave and then it's ready to eat. We've also got microwavable pasta. That's also in the frozen section. And there's all different kinds of pastas that you can try out. And another carb we've got is sweet potatoes. They're steamable in bags ready in the frozen section too, and they're already cut up too. And for vegetables, we've got, I don't know if you guys seen the pre-mixed salad bags. Those are, everything's chopped up for you, and sometimes they come with their own dressing. Yeah, the dressing. And then I'm very big on microwavable veggies or like frozen ones, like pre-cut ones. Go to the like produce section, the refrigerated section, and they're already diced up for you. You don't have to do anything, you just kind of grab it and then you're done.
They last longer too.
Yeah, they last longer. So we've got, you don't have to fill it out, but if you wanted to, you could create. Oh, you got. Yeah, so for meal number 1, for example, you could put it on the break and then be like, hey, these are some ideas I have. You know, let me think of what I could eat tomorrow. I'm gonna go buy some rotisserie chicken for my meal number 1. That's my protein. And then for carb, I'm gonna buy a couple of bags of minute rice. And then for my vegetable, let's get some, like a salad bag, like one of those, I don't know if you guys have seen the Southwest Chipotle. It's really good. You guys should try and check it out. And that would be your vegetable. And then if you get like a handful of that bag, that's your 1 cup. So there's your 1 complete meal. And then for meal number 2, again, you could get like tuna, maybe get some, you know, rice again, and then get some pre-cut veggies that are steamable in the microwave. You can do that. And then for meal number 3, you can do carnitas, sweet potato, and some other kind of vegetable. There's so many. And hopefully this can help you just fill out like ideas on that.
For the carb.
Yeah.
Say like instead of the rice, could it be like a tortilla?
Yeah.
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 We'll have one corn tortilla.
One for a tortilla, that's all. Debe hacer un test.
So I'm just gonna quickly talk about other vegetables in the fresh section that you can get. There's all sorts of pre-cut options. There's, I don't know if you guys have seen vegetable medleys. So it's basically like the broccoli and the cauliflower. They're already in like little florets, little chunks, and they're already bagged up. So that's an example of one that are ready to eat, and those are fresh. And then in the frozen section, like I talked, there's so many. I encourage you guys to go check it out. Next time you go to the grocery store, go to the frozen section and just skim everything that they have available. Typically, they'll have directions on the package, and it'll say this is steamable in the bag, and you don't even have to put it in a different container, you just pop the bag in the microwave, put it for the amount of time, and then it's steamed and ready to go. So, yes, and then one thing I wanna note on the handout that I gave you guys is that, you know, you can add condiments and dressings, so think of pesto, you can add that as a dressing, or any other kind of salad dressing that you guys like. The optimal choice that I would recommend is salsa. I know we talked about it already, but salsa is something that if you make it at home, you can control the fat that goes into it and the sodium. So, you know, if you like it a little bit more spicy or a little more mellow, you guys can really control the flavor and, you know, increase your vegetable intake like that. And then for the fruit section, just really quick, I know we already talked about it, but there are different, you know, categories of fruits. We've got fruits that are just ready to eat, like the oranges. You don't need to cut that up. You can just put it in your bag and it doesn't really get damaged in your bag, you know, versus having to cut up a watermelon. You can't put a watermelon in your bag. So there are different kinds of fruits that are ready to eat like that, like oranges, bananas, berries. That one we need to put in a container, and then plums, and then you said peaches and pears. And then there are already pre-cut like watermelon little cubes also in the fresh section. So there's all sorts of stuff in there too. And like I already talked about, there's a lot of frozen fruits too. And the good thing there is you don't need to wash stuff there. It's already pre-cut as well. So that's like another big advantage to convenience items like this, is that you don't need to wash or cut. It's just ready to use. And then, so I hope again that this kind of gives you ideas on ways that you can incorporate and make it work for you. You know, I know you guys are very busy ladies and you guys work really hard. So try to think of how convenience items can help you guys, you know, eat better and try to increase your fruit and vegetable intake. And just finally, I wanna just give a little quick like rundown on what I do and how I try to make this work for me. So I have a 1-year-old boy and a husband, and my sister lives with me, and I'm the sole person who cooks. So and I'm in school too. So I'm in grad school and bachelor's, and then I have to do a bunch of other assignments and all sorts of stuff. So the way that I like to make sure that I'm eating vegetables is, like I said, choose frozen, because prior to having a kid, I, you know, was cutting everything up myself, making it all cute and everything, but I'm like, I don't have time for this, I'm way too tired. So what I like to do is use the oven a lot or my air fryer. I will grab a sheet pan and then buy a big bag of the frozen stuff, it's cut, it's washed, you're not doing anything. Spray it with some oil, dump it all in there, put it in the oven, and then I'll buy the family packs of like chicken thighs or chicken breasts, and I'll take the time to cut that up and season it the way I like to season it. Throw it in the oven in there as well, because it's already on, it's already generating heat. So, you know, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Once that's done, you've already got your protein and you've got your vegetables in there. So that's, you know, just something that I do. And then I also do a lot of smoothies, like protein smoothies. So like I said, I buy like the family pack of fruits, frozen ones, and I leave the cup in there because, you know, it's my house, it's my germs, I'll just use it in there. So I'm not worried about that. So I just put 1 cup in there, and that's how I make sure that I'll eat at least 1 cup of fruit. So, yes, so I'm gonna conclude with reviewing the 3 major points, and then we're done with the lesson. So fruits and vegetables play a major role in reducing the risk of illnesses and diseases. Obesity can worsen or deteriorate your health, and fruits and vegetables can help reduce this risk. And finally, convenience items can help you meet your fruit and vegetable goals. So try to think of that next time you guys go to the store to get, you know, items. Just think of little ways that, hey, let me try to get something like, well, the word is shortcut, but a shortcut can really help you try to eat better. So don't think of it as a bad thing. You don't have to cook everything from scratch. Not everything has to be, you know, perfect. So maybe you'll have like raw chicken, but hey, I'm gonna take a shortcut with the fruits or the vegetables. That way, you know, you're not working too much. I mean, you guys are busy and you guys need to make sure you're adequately nourished. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you. I already have somebody, yes.
Are they still here?
I'm not to meal prep first, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, no.